Ladies and gentlemen, every single month I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. And so if you appreciate me and all of my work and want to see it extend through the month, I've only got $1,366 left to raise for my September fundraiser. And I've got a mailbox, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and a Patron. And you guys are awesome. So hopefully I will make it through this month, because I'm pretty sure I think I did an awesome job in August, but only time will tell. And it's so crazy because I do a monthly fundraiser as your planetary defense commander, regardless of how bad the news is. And the news is pretty bad. Right now, that storm that I had been warning on is hitting the Northeast, and it is as bad as advertised. You have major flooding situations happen after the remnants of Hurricane Ida are now hitting the Northeast area, which has been super inundated by the 2 tropical storms previous to it. And then we've got monsoon flood watches up for the Southwest, including New Mexico, Texas, parts of Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. And there's a spooky fog kind of around. Peak hurricane season is in about 9 days, and so we are keeping a close eye on this one and then Larry. Now, the models say Larry's going to curve out to sea. They said that with Matthew back in the day, so we're going to, but then they changed their mind when it hit South Carolina. And the GFS used to spin this thing up into a hurricane around the 9th, but then it stopped doing it, and all the models did. So we didn't get a whole lot of warning on Ida. Ida was a weird one, so it's just a weird month all around. The coronavirus continues to be a problem for people, and 2021 is like a grand experiment between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. Joe Rogan, who I think is unvaccinated, has gotten the COVID, which I wouldn't recommend anyone get. I didn't like it at all. And is now using ivermectin, the unproven anti-parasite horse dewormer, for treatment. So we'll have to stay tuned to see how that goes. And when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people kind of lose their minds. And there is an interesting situation happening on the sun that makes one raise an eyebrow. How would you define this thingy? It is very curious indeed. Come up with crazy conspiracy theories. I like solar conspiracy theories because they're always kind of fun and harmless. Asterisk. Anyway, what is the structure seemingly floating in the upper chronosphere corona prominence, also visible in the GOES SUVI instrument in the same length? Halo CME is like, yes, and know of occasional outward moving structures almost exclusively seen in the AI SUV 171. And it's not a flare, and it's not a CME, so we should observe it systematically. So there's your answer. And the sun's sort of been raging back to life in July and then through August, and apparently it's still doing weird stuff. We had 2 sunspots over here that are now rolling away, and we got another major sunspot over there, and we've been having quite a few solar flares, a few Earth-directed. So yeah, things are definitely super strange, super weird going into day 1 of the fall, which is like the start of spooky season. And that was the last thing we needed, man. Yeah, we definitely live in very interesting times. And I don't think September is going to be as bad as August, but I do think October is going to be worse than August. So make of that what you will and start your mental, physical, and spiritual preparations now. All right, let's see this thing. Get jiggy with it one more time with some snap, crackle, and pop. Ooh, there you go. But yeah, Tropical Depression Ida is now hitting the upper Northeast with quite a few tornadoes and super heavy flooding. You got tornadoes in New Jersey. You got tornadoes in Pennsylvania. Yeah, so this is what meteorologists would call really asterisk bad. That's not good. Josh Weather says the wind is absolutely cranking down here on the shore. From a visual standpoint, it has been incredibly, unstoppably impressive. So you've got the remnants of Ida here, which is causing all this trouble. And then you got the remnants of Nora here causing trouble, but nowhere near as much as this. This is a bad situation. Really bad situation. And then you had a lot of the rain move over Florida, But Floridians are super tough. I'm not saying people in the Northeast aren't as tough. I don't know what I'm saying. And here, we can look at one of the cooler radar satellites of Ida going from Cat 3 hurricane, hitting Louisiana with catastrophic damage, and then moving up to the Northeast. That's a pretty impressive situation. And then if you watch the left, you'll get Nora coming up and then pushing in. I mean, this is a pretty incredible weather situation. And then the third one up there. And so we're in crazy days indeed, my friends. And I just woke up from the night shift, getting ready for the next night shift, because this storm is going to go through the night and going to cause a lot of problems between now and tomorrow. Raise your hand if you knew the future was going to be this wild and crazy and filled with super doom so often. And then, of course, we've got the wildfires over here, which have been super bad. And we got wildfires up in the West Coast that have been pouring smoke nonstop into the atmosphere. Yeah, this is one heck of a weather alert map for the Northeast U.S. Widespread flash flooding warnings covering the entirety of North Jersey and most of New York City, Philly metros, with embedded tornado warnings. Tropical cyclone remnants are no joke. And as I've been saying, I can't even remember the last time they put up a purple warning for anywhere in the Northeast. I can't even remember the last time they put it up, to be honest. So yeah, this is a bad storm. This will continue through the night, and I will catch up to speed on everything, and then re-catch y'all up to speed. And then hopefully we will all survive. And hopefully THORnews will survive. I've got about 3 days left in the fundraiser, asterisk, and only $1,366 left to raise. If you'd like to contribute to keep THORnews doing what I do, like I said, you can send in contribution through the mail, PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron. And I went so hard in August, and I plan to go so hard for you in September and for the rest of the winter, because I think October, November, and December are going to be freaking nuts. I thank y'all very, very much. This is the greatest job someone could ever wish for, although I do wish you paid a little better. And Astro Fight Club, thank you. You have taken care of me through thick and thin, so I wanted to say thank you to everybody out there who's cool. Thank you to Mike for healing up, and thank you to Tracy, Lauren, Nancy, Pink Wolf Girl, Dave, Cody, Greg, John, Jamie, Mad Motifs, Andrea, Darlene, and Ed. Hey, we all get the miracles we need when we need them. Ooh, yeah, and then we got a new sunspot on this side. So, yeah, stay tuned for more super interesting things happen all the time as multiple crises hit the USA at the same time. All right, God bless everyone. Peace out.